Red Nation, are we here?
The best show for Chicago sports.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Y'all already know how we get down, man. Y'all already know how we do, man. What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us for the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Live. Make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports weekly on this channel. We don't want y'all to miss a thing, so make sure that y'all hit that bell. Breakdown on the docket today. Has Ryan Pace kind of fixed this offensive line on the low? Do we got to give Pace a little bit of credit with some of the offensive pieces he's picked up, especially with Ryan Bates saying that he intends to sign the offer letter that the Bears have put out there? Would you call this Bears free agency successful? Would you call what the Chicago Bears are doing successful right now? And then, of course, we got to get into a little bit of Bulls basketball. Bulls back on the market tonight. Getting it in, getting the job done. We need a dub. After that Milwaukee game, we all need a dub in our blood. And some talk around the NBA as well. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the page because we do talk Chicago sports weekly, daily on this channel, man. We don't want y'all to miss a thing, so make sure that y'all hit this bell. Shout out to y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. It's all love, baby. It's all love out here. It's all love. It's all love. It's all love. How y'all feeling this morning? What's happening with you? Your boy got the gaming PC running, the computer moving smooth than a mag, and stop playing with me. We're moving in the right direction out here. Breeze Nation is in the building. Baki, what's good? Dan in the chat, what's good? I'm all about giving credit where credit is due. I'm all about giving credit where credit is due. And if somebody's doing something well, I have to give them credit. We came into this offseason realizing that the only way that Justin Fields was going to be successful in this NFL is by protecting him. We came into this offseason realizing that the only way Justin Fields was going to be able to do anything in this NFL was by protecting him. Do we feel like Ryan Pace has addressed the offensive line in a way aggressively enough that we at a minimum feel better about what the Bears could have in place? That we at a minimum feel like, hey, we're not sending our quarterback out there to die. And the reason I bring all this up, right, is because none of these guys are big Brian Poles. Y'all know who I'm talking about. It's going to take my brain a minute to switch over that, dog. I'm sorry. I don't know. Y'all know I'm talking about Poles. Look at everybody in the chat. Pace. RP. That's what I'm going with from now on. Y'all know RP. Do we feel like the Chicago Bears are putting themselves in a position with how they're putting this line together that we feel better coming out of it? Now, Bates does intend to sign. That's the latest news on the Bears, right? Ryan Bates intends to sign with the Chicago Bears, but Here's the thing. He's a restricted free agent. Bills can match. Bills can match. But at a minimum, looking at what these guys have had production-wise on the field, and I will say the one guy that gives me a little bit of pause is Dakota Dozier. You know what I'm saying? The one season he had where he started, okay. If you put people around him, right? If you put people around him. But looking at how Ryan Poles has addressed this offensive line, right? We all got on here and said, Terran Armstead. We need to get those guys. We need to get those big money guys. We need to get that number one guy in the building. We have to. At a minimum, go get a Jacob Noteboom. He's from a championship squad. We have to. Poles didn't look at that. He probably talked to him. We know he was in talks with Armstead. They were apart on money. We know he's been in talks with some of these bigger name guys. But if we're being honest, right? And this is all ifs. But if we're being honest, Lucas Patrick, Ryan Bates, Dakota Dozier, you mix that with a Tevin Jenkins. If that pans out, you're not talking about a Bears offensive line that'll be good for 1 year, 2 years. You're talking about a Bears offensive line that'll be good for a good chunk of Justin Fields' career, right? Dakota Dozier is the only one that's like, I see you as a depth piece. I see you as a depth piece, you know what I'm saying? But Ryan Bates, 25. Lucas Patrick, 28. You're looking at, Dozier's 30. He's the other signing we made. But you're looking at Tevin Jenkins, rookie. Larry Borum, young guy. This is a team that could be set up for years of success if these moves pan out by Poles. And guess what? You didn't pay him a lot of money. He's 100% being aggressive about attacking this offensive line. And I think he's done a pretty good job. You come away this offseason with Ryan Bates, who only started 4 games, right? Had 1 penalty last season, though. Starting and playing very different, but had 1 penalty last season. I can see a direction here. And I rock with that. As we bring in the man that everybody's waiting to roast on Jimmy Butler's blow up last night. The man formerly known as Ringo J, Mr. Stefan the Don in the building.
What's happening?
What's going on with Jimmy, bro? Why UD got to put hands on him?
Hey, man, look, honestly, bro, I thought it was much ado about nothing. I seen it in real time. It's basically been like we lost to Muggs. They ain't had that squad on the floor. Like, what? Come on, man. You feel it? This how it go. But I will say, checkers not chess. You know what I'm saying? Chess not checkers.
Hey,
chess not checkers, man. Chess not checkers.
All I'm gonna say is this: stop tanking.
Hey. It's about to be an interesting 9 games. Kyrie about to come back.
Stop all that tanking.
I mean, nah. Milwaukee can take that. Milwaukee can take that.
Stop all that tanking, my boy.
Milwaukee can take that, man. Yep.
What's your thoughts on it, my boy? What's your thoughts on the topic at hand right now, man? We're talking about this Bears offensive line and what Ryan Poles has done with it. Going to get a lot of guys who were backups at their position, but did get good time, did produce. Yeah, I'm saying.
What's up, Baki? I mean, for me, the way I look at it is like, throughout this whole offseason, all the moves that have been made, I can't willingly, like, I can't say that, Pauls has done a decent job at an offensive line, because if it works out like we think it's gonna work out, with Tevin and everything, like you just said 2 minutes ago, I mean, they got pieces that 5-7 years down the road, like these pieces may still be here with Justin, especially Tevin. I don't think. I don't agree with, what did you say when y'all looked at the schedule, 7 wins? I don't see that this season because of, one, they still have to play defense, and then all of the moves that have been made, you need to score. Like you need weapons. Like I'm looking at it, I was looking at it, and Mac Jones, he had a good season last season.
Yeah.
And we thought that they was gonna pick up Amari Cooper. Didn't pick up Amari Cooper, basically just stood pat. So it's like now the AFC is getting better. New England might not have the same run. Because you gotta remember, Belichick traded Shaq Mason. They lost a couple of the offensive linemen. But it's like they saying all the moves that was made. Even if you look at yesterday, the Dolphins with Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they're gonna win the division, but I mean that helps it too. Actually, and now he has an offensive line, and the Bears have that, but they're bereft of weapons right now. So it's like I don't see them doing anything this year. I could say the one caveat to that is he's definitely trying to do something with his offensive line, and if that's where it's gonna start, that's where it's gonna start.
And it's interesting. Like I look at what, I mean, listen, you didn't have crazy cap space to go work with this offseason anyway. We all know that next offseason is the one that is going to be the one where the Bears are probably going to go out and try to make some big splashes. But it's about getting wins this season, making it look good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I think that the Bears can get 7 wins is not because I think that the Bears are, oh my God, better. And listen, when I say 7 wins and a potential for 10, I'm talking like if they play the best football they can play versus these teams. I'm not saying that the Bears are leaps and bounds better than the teams on our schedule this year. I'm not saying that the Bears are leaps and bounds better than what we're seeing on the other side of the ball. What I'm saying is what's on the other side of the ball is not great.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we saw that the quarterbacks that I think Brad Biggs had. Let me see if I can pull that up. That list of quarterbacks that the Bears will be facing this season. And that's why having these pieces in place, listen, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not about just getting the biggest name on there, getting the best name on there. It's about getting the name that's actually going to be successful. Or that's actually going to be good enough to go up against what's on the other side. Here's the list of quarterbacks that the Bears have to look forward to next season. Hold on, let me get the right you dig up here, man.
Oh, you gonna pull it up? Okay, there we go.
I got it right here. That's not the right one. Which one is it? There it is. Bow. Right there. Jared Goff, Aaron Rodgers, probably 2 losses there. Hopefully not, but probably 2 losses there. Kirk Cousins.
You like that?
Daniel Jones. Dak Prescott. Jalen Hurts, who hasn't proven anything. Carson Wentz, who continues to go the other direction. Jared Allen. That's hey, look, yeah. Von Miller on the other side too. That's an L. Stay alive, Justin.
Josh Allen, dog.
Oh, it is Josh Allen.
Bro, that keep throwing me off every time I see it. Like that's Josh Allen.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't know why. I don't know. Jared Allen, Josh Allen. Yeah. Tua Tagovailoa, Mac Jones, Zach Wilson, Davis Mills, Trey Lance, and now we know
Marcus Mariota.
That Marcus Mariota is in Atlanta.
All right, so I'm gonna just go down the list. So like Jared Goff, that's 2 wins.
That's 2 dubs. Easy. Come on now.
Aaron, that's 1, so that's 3.
You got us beating Aaron Rodgers one time?
Yeah, I give y'all the 1.
You got to win, and I ain't even got us getting.
I give y'all the 1. I see y'all beating Kirk one time.
No, go New York.
That's 2 dubs for y'all. 2 dubs, y'all. hey, look, you can't say it. I'm realistic. We suck.
But I mean, think about it, right? If we going based off of what you just said, right? You just said 2 versus Goff, 1 versus Aaron, 1 versus Kirk, 1 versus Daniel Jones. That's 5 wins already.
Right. I don't see y'all.
There's a lot of trash on the rest of this list that we ain't got to.
I don't see y'all beating Dallas.
Probably not.
I give y'all Philly. Washington, I gotta see. I think Kirk gonna take I think Carson gonna. This is my last time saying that Carson might take a step. He got the weapons, he got the defense. But bro, like literally everything is there. If he fumble it, that's on him.
Yeah.
I don't see y'all beating the Bills.
Listen, me neither.
I got Tua coming out with a dub. For some reason, I don't know why.
Okay.
I think y'all can beat New England. New England doesn't have any weapons. Zach Wilson and the Jets. I see y'all beating Zach. They taking a step in the right direction, but
he just lost his best weapon.
What you mean? No, they signed some other pieces. They still looking for a receiver though.
Yeah, they just lost Jamison Crowder.
Oh, I guess if we call him bro, like
I mean that's his best weapon. I'm not saying they got a slew of receivers.
Yeah, all right, yeah, I get what you're saying. Houston, yeah, I give y'all that. And San Fran, I think they got too much. I got Trey coming out with a dub, and y'all beat Marcus.
And that's the thing, right? Like this is not our final slate. This is not these are our picks. But looking at the names of the quarterbacks who are the most important player on the field outside of the offensive lineman that we're going to be facing up against next season, I'm not scared of Jared Goff. I'm not scared of Daniel Jones. I'm not scared of Jalen Hurts. And even you just picked wins and losses. You just gave us like 9 wins.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Looking at this, yeah, I say 9.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I say 9. Because it's just and I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Jared Goff, I don't believe in.
Hey, I thought about that too.
Jared Goff, I don't believe in.
I'm saying, side note, why did the Dolphins pay Armstead to play left tackle when Tua is left-handed? He now Armstead can play both sides, but he's been primarily a left tackle in his career. But I thought about that, dog. I was like, I'm gonna be real with you. The one team that didn't need a left tackle paid a left tackle the most money.
Hey, well, I mean, he could play both sides.
He can play both sides, but he's been a left tackle for most of his career.
You know, I don't believe in Daniel Jones. Dak Prescott, dog. I really had to think about this. He really is the Black Kirk Cousins, bro. If you go back now, I'm so sick. Go back and look at that man's stats.
Oh, that was a zoom in.
Go back and look at that man's stats.
Yeah.
He is absolutely the Black Kirk.
And this is the thing that I look at when I see this schedule. Like I said, I'm not saying that the Bears are better than the teams on the other side of this. What I'm saying is that talent that we're facing is not, oh my God. Be prepared, Bears fans, and don't be fooled. Be prepared to come into a season and see more wins than you expected to see. Now be prepared to also, like I said it in my video with it. prepare for the worst, but keep praying for the best. Like Lil Wayne said, prepare for the worst, but keep praying for the best. This schedule right here is a third place schedule. This is setting up for the Bears to have an impact on the league like they did in 2018. Now, granted, historic defense versus a schedule like that, very different than what we have right now.
Uh-huh.
But if we're being honest about what we're seeing on the other side, I feel like these games are very winnable. I feel like these games are very winnable for the Bears. And
I mean, the only thing is these teams. I mean, and I agree with you. The only thing that these teams have that the Bears don't is guys on defense.
And this is a great comment here by Corey. He says, got to play both sides of the ball, Pat. It's not just about the QBs, Pat. But the thing is, I agree with you. But the thing is,
we don't trust the QBs
need a lot for scoring touchdowns. And even the defenses we're playing. Look at the teams again. Hold on. Let me get it back up here. Hold on. This game in PC is big love out here. It's like, ooh, that feels so smooth right there. Look how quickly that was. Bam, right there.
I don't trust Detroit's defense. Green Bay lost to Darius. Minnesota is the only defense.
Minnesota's a good defense.
Giants let go of Logan Ryan.
Dallas defense is awful.
Dallas defense about to be
Michael
awful.
Parsons is really good.
Philly don't have one. Washington defense, Buffalo.
I think Washington defense takes a step in the right direction. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, nah. But I like Buffalo.
Buffalo's scary. Hey, you might want to sit Justin that week.
I like Buffalo's defense. I like Miami defense.
I like Miami defense.
New England. And then after that, the last one on the list is San Fran.
So if we taking defenses into account, right? We're talking about Minnesota.
Washington, Buffalo, and San Fran.
Yeah, I'm saying like Minnesota, Washington, maybe Buffalo for sure. Miami defense is nice.
Oh yeah, and Miami.
Miami defense is nice. New England and San Francisco. If we lose to all 7 bad defenses, or all 7 really good defenses, I'm sorry, that's 7 losses.
Hey, Torian, bro, that mess was throwing me off.
If we add in Kansas City, Philly's defense was good. Man, Philly's defense was good. Okay, hey, even if we add them in, that's still a winning
defense
season.
Is good on Madden.
You know what I'm saying? No, but what I'm saying is that's still a winning season. That's 8 losses if we can't beat a good defense. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Nah, I'm with you.
We can't beat a good defense. That's still a winning season. What I'm saying, and I'm not saying that this is a guarantee. I'm not saying I'm going to pick this. I don't know how the schedule is going to fall. I don't know where the bye week is. I'm just looking at it based on the names that we're going to be playing. I'm just looking at it based on the names that are on the field right now. The Bears are poised to have a winning season. I could see the Bears. I wouldn't be overly surprised if we saw this team come out and put up points and look better. Now, here's the caveat. Don't be fooled, Bears fans. Give it a couple of years. Let's not fall into the same hole that we've fallen in continuously. I'm now taking the stance on the Chicago Bears that I took on the Atlanta Hawks coming to this season, and guess who's right? Prove me wrong. Prove to me that you're supposed to be in that situation. Because the Bears have never been able to do that. If the Bears come out this season and have a winning season, a winning year, I'm not going into next season beating my chest. I could expect this team to have 5 wins the next season if you move into the right. If you move into the right position, you know what I'm saying? Because You go from having the third place team. Guess what happens when you win? You're not sitting there playing the Jets next year. You actually got the good version of the AFC.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and I'll ask the chat this question. I'll ask the chat this question, dog. Like, how many wins do the Bears need for free agents to be like, yo, I'm trying to come play in Chicago?
I don't think it's about wins. I think it's about Justin.
Well, okay, and I really want to do this. That was my fault.
Yes and no. You got to win as well. Like, you got to look good, but I think it's more about Justin.
How many? What matter of fact, I'll ask you, what does Justin's stat line have to be this season for free agents to be like, I'm trying to come play with that dude?
Mitch is in 2018, but also with him looking like he did it with his arm. And that he was the reason the Bears were getting those. And listen, it's going to be very different, right? We're not going to be talking about a defense here that is going to be, hey, we're putting you at the 1. We're putting you at the 5. You're starting this thing with the field cut in half. Nah, there's going to be some games where we're just going to be like, hey, for us to win this, we might need to throw 4 touchdowns today.
Could
At a minimum,
bro,
you gotta have that. What did Mitch have? Mitch had a 24-12, right? 2018.
Mitch had a 24-12. I'm thinking for Justin. If you give me a 26, if you give me a 26-13 or 28-12,
yeah.
Now we can talk. If you give me a 28-12, where I want to say 3,500 to 3,700 yards or something like that. Now we talking. Now we can have a conversation. Like, hey, Justin looking, it's not the thigh pick. It's not the thigh pick, but he's showing a little angle. You know what
little
I'm saying?
feet pick, dog. You want to see a feet pick?
Hey, he might be showing a feet pick. At minimum, it'll be like, hey, Justin told me he got the feet done. You know what I'm saying? He told me
I heard you had the toes out, shorty. What's going on with that? As I'm scouring Twitter to confirm some news. I don't see anything. Okay, that's weird. Where you seeing that, Tommy? I ain't seeing this shit. I ain't seeing this. I'm scouring the internet right here. You know what I'm saying?
No, Baki tagged us.
Baki tagged us. Hold on, I ain't got a notification yet.
I got you right here.
We got the hold on. Let's get the sounder. Let's do it right. Baki, who you tagged? You just tagged Ringo, man. Forget you, dog. I ain't got no tag.
Appreciate you, Baki. Hey, man.
Big hate out here, dog. Big hate. Hold on. I got the new PC, got the gaming PC up and running, man. Can't wait to get into this mug today. Let me tell you right now. But let's get some. We got breaking news. Do we have? Hold on. God dang. Yeah, I know. We gotta get a board for this.
Wait, breaking news.
Don't worry about it. Do we got you said we got breaking news?
No, the Bates.
That's breaking news, my boy.
We got breaking news.
What's the news?
Brad Biggs sounds like Ryan Bates intends to sign an offer sheet from the Bears. When he does, Bills will have 5 days to match the contract. He also visited the Patriots and Vikings. Bates is a restricted free agent.
Oh, I thought y'all had the news that this man signed. That ain't breaking news, man. That ain't breaking news, man. I knew that.
Hey, he intended to sign an offer sheet with the Bears.
I knew that. We started the show with that.
You said, bro. You said.
I said I was trying to see if he had signed it yet. Somebody said he had signed it. Come on, dog. You had me hype with it, dog. Come on, dog. You telling me news from 2 hours ago, my boy. Telling me news from 2 hours ago, my boy. Come on now. Shout out to Ringo, though, man. It's all good.
Hey, bro, they saying hey, bro, right. Hey, man, bag me up, dog. I'm not by myself. Hey, they said that man sign.
Hey, what we say? If Baki don't send it, I don't believe it.
Yeah, that is true.
If Baki don't send it, I don't believe it, bro. If Baki don't send it, I don't believe it, bro. Baki is the black Adam Schefter. The black Ian
Rappaport. Hey, we do need a black Ian Rappaport though, too, though.
We need multiples, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't got nobody else.
We need a black Ian. We need a Josina Anderson.
Come on now. What oh, I love the Baki, dog.
Well, it's just the fact that the chat acknowledges, like, yeah, Baki is safety, huh?
Oh, Baki, hey, because Baki, I don't think Baki's ever been wrong, my boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think we've been like, hey, Baki said this happened, but I don't see. Oh, there it is. There it is right there. Shout out Baki, man. Shout out Baki in the chat as always, bro. Ian Bakiaport. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. As always, hit that like button, subscribe to the page. If y'all rock with us, man, cop some of the Breeze merch, man. I'm rocking the hat today. Got that mug feeling fresh, real crisp on the dad hats, man. We got hoodies. We got all kind of stuff. We got Bears merch. We got Bulls merch. And we got our official Breeze merch. Real comfortable. Yeah, I'm saying real smooth with it. You got yours, didn't you? With the BRZ on it? That BRZ?
Yeah, man.
Real fly out here, man. Real fly. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter as well, man. I'm at Pat the Designer. Steph is at Stefan the Don, but replace that E with a 3. Get in tune with us, man. So let me ask you this. Let me ask Bears fans this. Let me ask Breeze Nation this.
What's up?
If you're looking at this Bears team and what they've done in free agency and what they haven't done in free agency, would you call free agency successful to this point?
Like I said, I would just call free agency successful based off the offensive line. I mean, I was okay with them taking accountability for the Larry Ogunjobi move because I mean that's essentially what you do. But the main thing, if you said, "Hey, we're trying to move forward, we're trying to build with Justin," then the offensive line is the way to go. So if Tim Patrick pans out, and that's $4 million a year. If Tevin Jenkins pans out, him and Justin are still on his rookie deal. You can have both of them down the line. This season, the free agency is successful off of what the offensive line does this season. Because if it works out, great. But if it doesn't, I mean, we also talked about that side. Now you're in a jam. But it's all contingent off the offensive line.
If we're being real about it, right? Like, isn't this? Can you say that you got better based on the fact that you cleared money off of the books?
That too.
Can you say that you got better because you're moving in the right direction for an offseason that's not here? And let's be real, there wasn't nothing crazy this offseason that we were going to go after. Like, we weren't in on Russell Wilson. We weren't in on Deshaun Watson. We weren't in on, you know what I'm saying? Like those huge name pieces that move. So do you feel like you had a successful offseason based on the fact that you put yourself in a position to go sign big names next offseason?
Yeah, no, I absolutely, because you got to think. The crazy part about it is too, and Paul's is slick. I don't know if y'all really been paying attention to that. All the major moves been in the AFC. Deshaun Watson went to the AFC. Like, take that into account, and then just remember, like, all the free agent names for next season, dog. Like, if the Bears, if Justin at least does decent, like, and then they do spend that money because that's what it's looking like they're going to do, the Bears will be at least be able to say like, "Yo, we should be in contention with the way that Ryan Poles is playing it."
Yeah.
Because this may be, I fully believe this is gonna be Tom's last year. He's gonna win it and then he's just gonna get up out of there. Hey, he not leaving on no L. He not leaving on no L.
So you got Tom in the bowl this year,
bro. That man is not leaving on no L. That man is not leaving on no L. I don't care what nobody say. Look, but yeah, he's gonna come back. He's gonna win. He's gonna dip. And then after that, the NFC is basically gonna be like, it's gonna be like the East in the NBA. Like it's up for grabs. Like the only thing is they have a wide open shot. Like
yeah,
Packers. Out of there, I don't see Minnesota. I mean, I don't see Minnesota ringing up. Kirk is on a 1-year deal. Adams getting up there in age, so I mean, you got to think. I mean, he's definitely thinking long term. So that's essentially what I'm on, and I think he's seeing that too as this is kind of evolving.
Yeah, and it's interesting, right? Because it's like if you're being real about the opportunity here, right? The NFC doesn't get, oh my God, better next season. It doesn't get to the point where like the moves that we saw this year, we're gonna be depressed next year. Because there's so much stuff going back and forth. It's like, oh my God, they hit this, they did this, they made this move, they made this move, they did this. You know what I'm saying? There's so much going back and forth. We're gonna be looking at next season like, man, hey, what's going on? It's like, no, they're all on their teams now. They're signed for the next 4 years. Nobody's going anywhere. So like the NFC is not going to be, oh my God, better next year to the point we feel like we have to win right now. It's our only opportunity to win. I look at this where the Bears are position-wise to do things, right? And I feel like this season for the Bears is what this season for the Bulls has been. This season for the Bears is we need to prove that we're a destination that people want to come to. Guess what? Bulls fans are upset, and we're going to talk about that as well, just kind of like how we look at the season and stuff like that. Bulls fans are upset right now because the Bulls are on a skid, losing, what are we, 2-8 in our last 10, something like that, struggling, coming down the stretch. But guess what? The Bulls were really freaking good all season. Next season, AK is going to be able to look around and be like, hey, anybody want to come play with us? And people are going to be, ooh, I want to live in Chicago. I know it's thoughts out there. I'm trying to pull up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be in a position to go actually make a real pitch to teams and actually have an opportunity to get people in. You need to do that with Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears team. If you can do that with Justin Fields and this Chicago Bears team, your team will move into the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a schedule right now where you have the opportunity to do it. Now, I don't know how the schedule lines up. I don't know how, you know what I'm saying, how everything, where they're going to play teams and stuff like that, where people are going to be placed. Hey, I told y'all, we talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talk. Everybody in there like thoughts.
Chicago thoughts, what?
Bro, listen. You
know
that's
an actual thing.
Chicago IG models. Come on now. I'm glad we can.
Hey, guard, you get it, bro.
Hey, I'm amazed we kept Tristan in the gym this long.
hey, Steve-O, man, that's why we rock with you, bro.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. When the summertime get here, we gonna have trouble keeping Tristan out of trouble, dog.
Hey, bro, that's the problem.
Y'all know how summertime
that's the thing. He say he might retire, but it's like as soon as we get to the summertime,
bro. Y'all know how summertime shy go. He gonna be thinking about retirement until he see that sundress get hit by the sun just right from the perfect angle. Woo! I typed the text to this girl that I used to.
As soon as you see that, we got her.
Come on now, y'all already know how this is gonna go, man. Let's stop. Let's stop playing with it.
AK, you wanna re-sign me on the? I was gonna retire, but I feel like I'm back on a 1-year deal. I'm not gonna lie. I'll take the vet, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he taking the vet men just to get through the winter for summertime shy, dog. That's the thing, bro. This is the thing about the summertime. By the way, 90 people in here, 28 likes, man. Hit that like button. This is the thing about Chicago in the summertime, bro. We go through so much in the winter that we can appreciate what things are looking like in the summer. You can't tell Shorty bad when she got the full-on burqa on. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's under the burqa. You don't know what's going on under the winter jacket. You know, it could be. It could. There's a possibility. Let me check them summertime pics. Come on, dog. You already know how Chicago go. And then we get to the summer and it's just like, ooh.
Hey, Mike stepping out, baby. Y'all look good. I look handsome. Hey.
Baby, you look good. I look handsome.
Hey.
Come on, dog. Stop playing with it. And so, like, to me, Chicago is going to have that draw.
Right.
Somebody said, Chicago. Who said that? Levante said Tristan going to need a sitter. Chicago's going to have that draw. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, if you're winning in Chicago, people want to come to Chicago. The reason people didn't want to come to Chicago before was because they didn't feel confident that the organization that was in place was competent.
Uh-huh.
That's why you were struggling to get those big name guys to come in here, the number one wide receiver, stuff like that. You know what they got now, though? They got confidence in them. And over on the Bulls, they got confidence in what AK is doing.
Mm-hmm.
They got confidence in Zach LaVine. They got confidence in this Bulls team. Guess what? You have to show that for the Bears.
Mm-hmm. And I think this is the thing too. It's only two places. I feel like it's only two places you can go and win.
Yeah.
And be an absolute guy. Like it was three, but Brown already did that. Cleveland got that chip. It's New York and Chicago. If the Bulls get a 7th here, so Muggs don't have to talk about the Jordan years no more, and y'all actually got some recent your guy. Yeah. If Zach wins here, I'm not trying to hear nothing. He's a guy. Like. Same thing in New York. If you talk about if KD would have went to the Knicks and the Knicks won the chip, he's a guy.
Oh yeah, dog. If Zach LaVine wins a championship in Chicago, we all know
that. He's a guy.
We all know that.
Now, wait, technically, hey, if real quick though, if he does do that, is he over Rose?
Yes.
I just have to
think about it
because.
Kyle Lowry's bigger in Toronto than DeMar DeRozan is now.
He got a whole country though. It's a country versus a city.
But Kyle Lowry's bigger in Toronto than DeMar DeRozan is. DeMar DeRozan gave his heart, blood, sweat, and tears.
That's true.
To that country. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we're being honest, right? Like, if Zach LaVine wins a championship in Chicago, Zach LaVine's probably over.
He over Rose. I know that.
He's over Rose for sure. Do you put him over Dennis?
Yeah, but yeah.
Because he's leading it, right? You would assume that if you're winning a championship, he's leading the championship. He's over Dennis for me. And I'm going to be real with you. You might throw him over Scotty for me. Now it's 6 of them things. Scotty's a huge deal. He's huge to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? But by the way, he did sign with New Balance. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see what that's going to be like. But he signs a huge deal. You know what I'm saying? Or he's the reason you win a championship.
Wait, Zach got New Balances?
Zach got New Balance. Yeah, he put it on like his IG. Hey, New Balance winning, dog.
Hey, he had that dig, man. He got out of the leanings. What happened, man?
Hey, he been out of them. He been a shoe free agent for a minute.
Hey, man. Nah, because I know, hey, it's a couple of them. Like, hey, Alex Caruso got his own shoe.
Man,
With them.
Hey,
Hey, well, yeah, nah, they is giving out shoe deals like hotcakes.
You buying them Caruso 6s, my boy? That's what you're telling me?
Hey, Klay Thompson making his money over that on high.
You know what I mean?
No like, look, Klay.
He says no. He says there's no way that winning one championship puts him over Dennis Rodman.
I think it does.
I think being the leader on a championships team puts you in a higher position, right? You're the like let's be real. If the Chicago Bulls win a championship, Zach LaVine has to be the reason we do it.
I will agree with that.
If the Bulls win a championship, Zach LaVine has to be the reason we do it. As a leader, you have everything on your shoulders, dog. I put a leader above two guys that were helping the leader. Not to diminish anything they did. Listen, Scotty, absolute clamp, got the job done. Dennis absolutely needed him to win that team. But like you're talking about the leader of that team.
That's true. Then at Chicago guys, you think Scotty fell out of favor with the city?
You said what?
He said Scotty fell out of favor.
I don't think so. I love Scotty. I've never had a problem. You know what I'm saying? He a weird dude. I think he don't know that we love him. But I love Scotty, the basketball player. I don't really care what Muggs do off the court. I've always been that person though. Like as long as you're not doing nothing reckless, as long as you're not like swinging on nobody, you know what I mean? Like I don't really care what you do off the court. If I'm being 100% honest, it don't bother me in the slightest. But I think that I don't know, dog. I would say having that leadership role would put Zach above a lot of people for me that we hold in Bulls lore. Like, let's be real, right? Like, it's like the three champions, Jordan, Pippen,
Rodman.
Jordan, Pippen, Rodman. And then Rose, Noah.
Rose and Noah.
That's your top 5 Bulls all time?
Yeah.
Favorites, you know what I'm saying? Favorites to watch, favorite. Like those are the ones the city probably hold in lore. And then like Kirk Heinrich falls somewhere in there, weirdly enough.
Oh yeah, nah. Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk got a case for 5. He got a case.
You know what I'm saying? Captain Kirk, he got traded to us so many times. You know what I'm saying? We loved how every time you turn around, be like, oh, Kirk's going. He's back.
We're traded.
Kirk, what are you doing back here?
We don't want it.
Thought we just traded you, Kirk. Oh, he's back again. What the heck? Why is he swinging on Rondo?
Didn't he play with Atlanta for a little minute?
Yeah, he played with Atlanta for like 2
bro.
years.
Yeah, I know. I'm tripping.
He played with Atlanta for like 2 years, dog. I love seeing the people that are just like, I'm talking about the general consensus of the city. Everybody like Norm Van Leer. Like, I'm not talking about y'all favorite. I'm just talking about how the city holds the Mugs in regard. Yeah. You know, I've never been in a conversation with a group of Bulls fans and they was just like, hey, you know what? You know who that guy was? Man, stop playing with him. Norm Van Leer was balling. I'm not saying he wasn't, but you don't hear people bring that guy up.
I know. Bob Love was cold.
Hey, Bob Love told you.
Bob Love was absolutely
Michael Jordan to become the player he is.
I didn't know about Bob Love to my uncle, bro. That man legit. It was like, look, I want you. I'm gonna give you these tapes. Go watch these tapes. That man was, boy. He was
Since we're getting into Bulls, man, Let's break down some Bulls basketball in here as well, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up and rocking with us, man. 67 in the building now. Hit that like button while you're here, man. Might as well. You just sitting here staring at us, not liking the video. Something wrong with y'all.
Hey, Miritich getting the bag where he at. Stop playing.
Miritich is getting the bag where he at. I ain't gonna lie to you. They paid him a lot of money to come back home. That was weird. But we got DeMar DeRozan on the injury list right now. Let me get the list up here. Good Lord. We've got DeMar DeRozan on the injury list as a game time decision, as well as Zach LaVine. Now, LaVine is probable to go. DeMar is questionable to go. Question to you, question to the chat. Would you rather see DeMar sit tonight? Do you feel like these are games where DeMar DeRozan needs to, okay, he's feeling a little gimpy. Maybe this is a, listen, y'all know how they do it in the, I'm on Locked On NBA today, and they talking about, we were talking about OKC and Orlando last night and how it's a tankathon. Like Shai Gilgeous is out with a right ankle sprain. Like, is this a serious thing? Is this something the Bulls should be concerned about?
Hey, was Josh Giddey playing?
No, nobody.
Nobody
was playing. Tankathon. But do you want to see DeMar get some rest? Because when you think about it, right? I had to think about it when I was doing Locked On Bulls. Like, DeMar hasn't gotten rest since
COVID.
That's not rest. COVID's not rest. Like, he had a game where he said,
I don't even think he got COVID. They just canceled the game.
I thought DeMar had it,
but they canceled the games. And he did. He did have it because I think the only person that didn't was Lonzo.
And then Lonzo caught it last.
Yeah.
But like this is the thing, right? You don't want to Tom Thibodeau this thing.
Right.
You don't want to go into the playoffs running DeMar in the last game of the season 47 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to me, I'm looking at where do you find DeMar some rest? Is that a game like tonight? I don't listen. They also have no Brandon Ingram tonight. In case y'all were wondering, injuries on the Pelicans side. Larry Nance is a game time decision. How's that possible? He's out for the season. I thought. I'm pretty sure he's out for the season. Unless all of a sudden there's some news. Hold on, let me double check this now. On track to make Pelicans debut versus Chicago. No, I was wrong. That man came back from knee surgery in like a month and a half, bro.
Wait, who?
Larry Nance is scheduled to come back versus the Bulls tonight. He went out February 9th with knee surgery. He's back tonight. That's wild. I thought he was done for the year. So Larry Nance could play tonight. And Brandon Ingram is a game time decision, but I believe he's going to be out with the hamstring injury. And, of course, Zion is out, although he's bouncing again. But, I mean, I feel like if Ingram doesn't play, right, and he's doubtful right now versus the Bulls on the latest report, sit DeMar. You have to find time to get this guy rest. I understand who he is. I understand what he does for us. But if you're not finding time to get DeMar DeRozan rest, you're going to go into this playoffs that you already feel kind of like, are we good enough to get the job done? You're going to go into this playoffs exhausted, and you're going to struggle in that first round no matter what.
Yeah, I would say sit him for a couple games. I mean, it's just tough because it's like now, like that last 9-10 game stretch, you still got to play some of the top teams in the league. So it's just like you can't really sit there and be like, okay, I'm gonna rest them here because you run the risk of dropping. So like, I think the biggest thing is the Bulls have to start taking into account, like, do we really want that Boston matchup or do we want that Philly matchup?
I think
that's the thing because I'm with you. I don't want DeMar.
Really enough, I kind of want that Philly matchup. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You saw they was playing defense, bro.
Hey,
speaking of the Celtics,
I watched Philly versus the Lakers last night. Full team too. Hey, I keep telling y'all, bro. I keep telling y'all. Let the Lakers get where the Lakers at in the standings right now.
What, 10? Hold on, let me check.
Are the Lakers in the play-in right now?
Now, the Lakers in the play-in.
Bro, we realize they got LeBron James, right?
Yeah, the Lakers is 9. Lakers is 9.
Bro, the Lakers might get in. The Lakers might be in the playoffs this year. Now, granted, you got to go up against Phoenix for 7 games. That's a bad life. But the Lakers might get in, bro.
The Lakers might get in. Yeah, I get it.
Watch the Lakers get in as a 7 seed. This is how the seeding is right now in the Eastern Conference. Looking at it, right? Miami's 1. Hold on to that spot there, Miami. Game and a half back is Philly.
No, we're not doing that.
Philly's 2. Just hold on to that spot there, Miami. Philly's 2. Bucks are 3. Celtics 4. Bulls 5. Cavs 6. Raptors 7. Brooklyn 8. Playing right now with the Hornets and Hawks. You have to understand what's coming on the schedule. I understand that you're not in a position where you can say, "Hey, we need to sit these guys and we have the leeway to do it now." You don't. But I'll tell you this. You've got 10 games in 18 days.
Why?
You've got 10 games in 18 days. That's almost a game every other day. You've got 1, 2. In that span of 10 games, you've got 2 back-to-backs.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If it's me, the only 2 games, it's only 2 games on the schedule I would say DeMar for, bro, and that's the Knicks and the Wizards. That's the only rest he got.
Oh, my bad. I tweaked. You've got. Hold on. No, I was right. 1. Yeah, you got 2 back-to-backs left.
Yeah, so Knicks and Wizards, I will set them, but after that, you can't get no more rest.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd concede y'all to win. I'm more worried about the Bulls beating a team like the Bucks than the Bulls getting a 4th win versus the Heat. Or the Bulls getting no. You know what? I'd sit them versus the Bucks. I would sit them versus the Bucks because the Celtics is a realistic matchup for you. You need to know how you can play them if you're 100%. But to me, looking at where we're at in the standings, looking at how this pans out, I get where you're at. But in these next 5 games, you have to find time to get these guys rest because there is no rest coming the rest of this season. And you haven't gotten DeMar any. Legit, DeMar had, I think, how many games DeMar played?
What you think about sitting him the last 2 games of the season?
Of course, we're sitting everybody the last 2 games of the season, dog.
Yeah,
so,
I was gonna say because the Hornets, you're not really playing for nothing.
DeMar DeRozan's played 68 games and he missed time with COVID, and that's the reason. Other than that he missed some of those games. This is the thing with DeMar DeRozan, dog. Recovering from COVID isn't resting. That's trying to not be sick. Like, I feel like we view recovering from COVID as resting. Like, no, that's I'm trying to breathe, my guy. I'm trying to get my wind back in my body. What's going on with that? I'm trying to oxygenate my blood cells right now. That's what I'm trying to do right now. And here's the other thing, right? The reason to me that I would sit Debo tonight, biggest reason in my book. You have to get Patrick Williams ramped up for the playoffs. You need to see him in this starting lineup. You need to see him being aggressive on the floor. You need to see him on the floor moving in and out of defenses on the offensive side of things and adding in that component on the defensive side of things. The best way for you to do that right now, move Javonte to the 3. Put P. Will back in his spot. Or put P. Will at the 3, move Javonte to the 4. Either way. What I'm looking at tonight is an opportunity for P. Will to get out there and actually get some good runs, some good ticks. I mean, he's played 19 minutes the last couple of games, just about.
I think 20 minutes, just under 20 minutes the last 2 games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at tonight as, hey, this is a team you can beat. This is a team you can go up against. Get P. Will out there. Run him out there. Let's see what's going on with that. Let Debo sit, man. Let him rest. Give him some rest. You got to find that time for these guys, man. Dominic, what's good?
And well, because even then, if you sit him the last 2 games, the playoffs don't start till April 15th. So, hold on. I got to check it again. The playoffs don't start till April 15th. That means, even then, you talking about a week and a half of rest. If you sit him the last 2 games,
yeah,
almost he should be more than ready for whoever they about to play. So I'm definitely with that.
Now, do you want? And that is the thing too. You don't want to take him all the way out, right? You don't want to take him all the way out. You don't want him to lose all momentum. But to me, I just want to see him. I want to see him rested. And to me, you got to find time to get Zach rest as well. I know we're coming down the stretch. It sounds crazy, but dog, if you go into the playoffs and you've got a team built up of I mean, what are we talking about? You go into the playoffs and you got a team that's running itself to death, trying to just stay in the 5th or 6th seed. Why? Give me some Derrick Jones action tonight. Give me some P. Will action tonight. Find rest for your star players so that when we get into the playoffs, they can play more time. When we get into the playoffs, they're not exhausted trying to run out here and make a move. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the logical thing to me. That's just the logical thing. And plus, I don't think that the Bulls are really worried about this Pelicans team. Not to say they should be or they shouldn't be. But I don't think that the Bulls are really losing their minds here. If it sounds awkward here, it's because I'm scouring Twitter to check some news.
I mean, even then, you still got to take this team. I would get Demar rest, but you still got to take this team serious because you're 2 games out of 7. Like if you lose 2 games, you're on 7, essentially. So it's like Ringo will tell you to chill before you get. Come on now, stop playing. I'm not finna disrespect the Heat legend, bro.
Hey! Listen, let's get into that too, man. Let's get into that last night, bro. Let's get into this.
What's up,
let's
bro?
get into some of this NBA last night, dog.
What's up, bro? Hey, first of all, before we get into the Heat, did y'all see how ESPN immediately bagged up on Desmond Bain?
Bro,
As soon as
forget that. Did you see how all of them mugs that were like hit on Desmond Bain, right? So like if you saw last night, Memphis ends up winning the game. They all come through, they playing around, they say swinging on Desmond Bain because he knocked down like 6 threes last night. Great night for Desmond Bain, getting the job done. Boom, boom, boom. But Desmond Bain like dropped back and was like, hey, chill out. And squared up. And you just saw everybody scatter. That's a big dude, bro.
Also, freaking John Moran definitely got away with saying a whole lot of game on the TV, and they just let that rock. I was like, oh,
bro,
they're not coming to Memphis anymore.
Dog, I was watching that game last night and saying, like I look at that team, bro. That Memphis team is
Bro,
ridiculous.
that's such a fun team.
That Memphis team is ridiculous. It's young. It's fun. Question to you right now. Question to the chat. What's their shot for winning the championship?
I mean, fam, I got the Grizzlies going. The Grizzlies going to the Western Conference Finals if Steph don't come back being Steph, because this you said it multiple times, like this is one of his worst shooting seasons. I can definitely see Dylan Brooks just came back.
Yeah.
He looked like he has not lost a step. If he come back, fam, they're going to be in the Western Conference Finals. And listen, I'm gonna tell you this.
Bro, I think they could be in the NBA Finals this season.
I was just about to say, bro, we talk about Phoenix. We've been talking about Phoenix, rightfully so, all season. Memphis absolutely has the dogs to take them boys out. I'm not even gonna lie.
I think we could see them in the how they were playing defense last night, bro.
Like,
how they were moving.
It was ridiculous
last night, bro. Y'all gotta understand, like they were on a string. They did not give Brooklyn anything. That was a full slate Brooklyn. See what they missing? They were missing.
They were missing Steph Curry and
Ben Simmons ain't even a factor no more, bro.
Bro, how you got a herniated disc?
Bro, Ben Simmons ain't even a factor for me no more. Like, if you play basketball again, do you still play the sport of basketball? I don't know. So I don't even count him in their losses, but they were missing.
Get some new clothes, because if I see you in that Louis Vuitton jersey one more time.
But no, they were oh no, that's the Spurs. Good Lord. Hey, the Spurs got busy last night. Brooklyn was missing Dragic. Okay, yeah. Steph Curry, Joe Harris, and LA.
Well, Joe Harris out for the season, so
yeah. But you had your dogs. Yeah, I'm saying you had your dogs. That Memphis team defensively made things hard for two guys that basketball is not hard for.
And the thing is, they both dropped 30, bro. And that they were scoring with ease without Ja, bro.
Yeah.
Like they did. It's just different. I can't explain it, bro. Like legitimately, bro. Like it's like everything, like,
and it's the depth, bro. Look at this. Desmond Bane, 23 points per game, 8 for 17, 6 for 10 from the 3-point line. Freaky. Dylan Brooks, 21 points, 7 for 21. Tough shooting night. First game back. Second game back, something like that. 2 for 7. Tyus Jones, 16 points. Josh Jackson, 13 points. Melton, 23 points, 8 for 13. Clark, 14 and 10, 7 for 10. Anderson, 10 points, 4 for 9. Like, deep, dog. Ja Morant didn't play last night. They beat that Brooklyn team, and Ja Morant didn't play last night.
I mean, now, do you think I'm gonna ask you this real quick too, though? Do you think the 16-2 hurts Ja's MVP?
No
chances.
No, I don't think Ja's gonna win MVP anyway, because I think it's Embiid's award to lose. Even in their struggles recently, he's still balling. Bro. You know what I'm saying? I think what we saw last night, on one game and on the other game is exactly what Philly is missing. You want to know what Brooklyn had last night out of Andre Drummond? 27 minutes, 15 points, 5 rebounds. He was 7 for 9. That's why I'm not worried about Philly. Joel Embiid is getting exhausted. I saw him last night in that game versus LA. Dog, he looked worn out.
Yeah.
He looks worn out.
And freaking, I mean, KD said it, bro. Just get these mugs on a fast break. Just keep running on. Just keep running on. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's crazy because it's like I look at it right and I'm like, okay, this is the Philly team that's coming out. Now they did lose Harden for maybe a couple of minutes there, but he ended up coming back in the game. He played 36 minutes last night. But he's 7 for 18, 9 for 10 from the free throw line, 1 for 6 from the 3-point line. Why am I to believe that that's not the James Harden that we'll see down the stretch? Because it's the James Harden we've always seen down the stretch.
yeah.
So now the load's 110% on Joel Embiid's back, right? And last night, how'd they get the win? 21 from Maxey, 20 from Tobias Harris.
Oh, 20 from Tobias Harris. About
Y'all want to
time.
know what the games look? 27-5 from Tobias Harris. Y'all want to know what the games look like before that? 14-8-6, 5-5-4, 14-4-3, 19-6-3, 10-7-1.
He just confused.
You know what I'm saying?
He just confused, bro.
And
You know?
it's not games where like, oh, he's not playing that many minutes. 5-5-4, 26 minutes.
Nah, that's enough. That's enough minutes.
They're not finding them. They're not utilizing them. They're not using them. And if you're going to turn this into the James Harden, Joel Embiid show, and they're going to try to run pick and roll through the entire playoffs, guess what? Philly's not going to get out of the second round. And if they play Brooklyn in the
They
first
might
round,
not get out the bro. I
if
want
they
the
play
Bulls to
Brooklyn
play
in the
them.
first round, Philly's not going to get out the first round.
I want the Bulls to play them. But Gilbert Arenas said it though. He said it. He said Philly is not. Philly might not get past Boston. They might not even get past the Bulls. So it's I want the Bulls to play Philly. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know what our record is versus them. I ain't gonna lie. If we get through Boston in the first round, if that's who we end up playing, and we get Philly in the second round, I go into that feeling good. I don't feel great. I don't feel like it's a sweep. I don't feel like we're going to dominate them. You know what I'm saying? But I go into that feeling like James Harden is not going to have the firepower to do this. And now, like the last game we played them and we saw like Philly kind of get busy. No Alex Caruso.
No Alex Caruso, no
I
P.
get to
Will.
put Alex on James Harden. Now Maxey be cooking Io. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, that's gonna be P. Will assignment.
Hey, Maxey be cooking Io. I ain't gonna lie to you,
Nah, he do be cooking IO. He be cooking IO.
Dog, it'd be like, hey,
I got him on the schedule. Crazy work. All right.
But look at the difference, right? Look at the difference. Now you're going from passing off Io DeSumo hitting the screen and passing them off to Vooch to Io hitting the screen, and now I'm passing you off to P. Will. You ain't getting through that easy.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's huge. So like I'm excited. If we get, not to say that I'm like, oh, we're gonna dominate them, but I'll bet you we get our first wins versus Joel Embiid in that series. And I'll bet you we could beat them in 6.
Yeah, they can. They can. I'll say they can. Cause it's just like it's too ISO dependent, bro. The last 3 to 5 minutes of the game is way too ISO dependent for me. It's way too ISO dependent. I'm just like, it's no way you can tell me that they're winning the chip like that.
Yeah.
They can't. It's not possible.
Philly is 6-4 in their last 10. They beat Miami. They lost to Toronto. They beat the Mavericks. They beat the Cavaliers, who are on the downside. They lost to the Nuggets. They beat the Magic. They lost to the Nets. Y'all seeing a theme here? Kind of able to beat those teams that, oh, by the way, I think versus the Mavericks, I'm pretty sure Luka didn't play that one. Right?
Nah, Luka played.
Did Luka play?
Yeah, he played. That was on ESPN. He played.
Oh, yeah. Luka had a horrible night. 5 for 20. Yeah, I don't see that happening long. But even that, you know what I mean? Great night from Philly. Hey, you won that one. But if we looking at the teams, since they've acquired James Harden, right? Beat the Knicks, beat the Cavs, lost to the Heat, beat the Bulls, lost to Brooklyn, beat the Magic, lost to Denver, beat Cleveland again, who's been on the downside since they acquired them, beat the Mavericks, good win there, lost to the Raptors, Beat the Heat. Heat seem to be spiraling. We don't know what that is. And you beat the Lakers. They ain't played nobody. And most of the teams they beat are trying to figure it out right now.
Bro, we tanking. Okay. Bro, we not tanking. We just
a big tank out here.
We dropping in the standards on purpose.
Big tank job. Trying to give Philly that top spot. Hey, finish top in the NBA so y'all can get smoked in the first round.
We trying to get on the top spot.
Watch they use they give up the top spot and it's everybody's preparing for Brooklyn and Philly. And Brooklyn win the first game of the play-in. You might want to stay one for that reason, bro. Because 7 and 8 play each other, don't they?
That's true. But
so whoever wins gets the 7 seed.
Also, they play the 2. Dang, that's what I said.
You think Toronto gonna beat them? now the game would be
because Kyrie can't.
Kyrie can't play.
Because Kyrie can't play if they're in Toronto.
And they still got Kevin Durant and Seth Curry and Andre Drummond and LaMarcus Aldridge.
They also got Chris Boucher, Scotty Barnes.
Hey, y'all might want to drop down to 3 just to be safe.
Oh, no, because then that's easy work. I don't want that in the first round. That's easy work.
Boy, you want to get through the first round any way you can, dog. If you drop down to 3, who's the 6 right now?
Jazz.
Cleveland? Yeah, that's probably the matchup you want right there. That's probably the matchup. Don't get beat then. You get beat then Jimmy Butler's out the door. I ain't gonna lie to you. You lose then Jimmy Butler's out the door.
Out the door, bro. He just signed a contract with us. That man ain't going nowhere.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now. He trying to fight coaches. He trying to. Speaking of which, let's talk about that, man. What's going on with that, man? What's going on with old Jimbo Butler out here, man? It's happening.
Dog, we was losing to a team that, you feel me? They had everybody out. And UD has done this multiple times last season, including this season, even when we was in the bubble, like where it's just like he don't play, but he's like the de facto coach, like next to Eric. So he chewing that mugs out. And then it's just like Jimmy be getting to the point where it's like, all right, I ain't trying to hear this. Like, let me rock, because I'm pissed off too. So it just go hand in hand. I don't think it got much to do about nothing because Eric wants to smoke too. That's the thing. Eric wants to smoke too, so I don't think it's much to do about nothing. I mean, it was kind of a bad loss because I mean the last 2 games. I mean, even though I don't want them to win it, we were struggling. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, it's just something about us. We just got to rise to the occasion those last 2 games.
Let's see if this will work. I'm gonna try and share it. I'm testing the computer now. Now I'm in this mug just testing stuff out.
Because they showed the thing about what he said, which was.
Let's see if this come through choppy or not. Hey man, hey, listen. What I saw was it looked like Jimmy was getting mouthy with Spo. And y'all know UD don't play that.
Nah, he was, yeah.
Y'all know UD don't play that. Hey, this computer lit. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't even stressing yet. Y'all know UD don't play that. UD, that is Spo, that's his guy. He's stepping up. What's good? You want to fight somebody, fight me. We back in the locker room. Now, here's the thing, right? We know how Jimmy Butler is. We know how Jimmy Butler gets down. Is this just normal procedure for the Miami Heat?
Hey, I'm telling you, bro, it's just normal procedure because this is something that UD has done. You know the last the last 3 seasons, even when we was in the bubble, he did it. I mean, but yeah, now I can understand him standing up for Spo because Spo was hot. Spo, they asked me on Twitter, like, did Spo throw the clipboard? I said, yeah, absolutely, he threw the clipboard. Like, you can't be out here disrespecting the coach like that. And like they had some words, but I think it's gonna be all right, bro. We was just testy because we lost. I mean, like the last 2 games, we have not been rising to the occasion. Hey, Chicago, this not normal for y'all because y'all not used to winning like that. So I can understand why you would say that.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think it got nothing to do with winning. I just think that's normal for Jimmy Butler.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Like we're talking about, this is the same person who came in with a Rolex, took the third stringers, and but like, come on, what is we talking about? And then left the practice. Like, what is we talking about right now?
Yeah, beat the starters with the third stringers and then left the practice.
You need me, like, you need me.
And so that's why I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I looked at that last night and I was like, okay, so it spilled out where the cameras can see it, right? Like, but I feel like UD tries to kill Jimmy once a week. Like, I feel like that's probably normal over there. You know what I mean? Like,
this the same nigga.
I didn't see that.
Dang.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I saw that, I thought Miami was gonna come back.
You said what?
When I saw that, I thought Miami was gonna come back.
Yeah, no. I mean, we did make a little run, but then it was just like we had broke down at the end because we did close it to like 7.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, but I mean, it just go back to like, I mean, he said it, like, we have a culture where it's like, if you don't feel like you're working hard and not stepping up, you feel me? We not doing our job. Like, this is the same person that told Duncan Robinson in practice, this is a known fact. Like, only thing I need you to do is shoot threes. If you don't shoot threes, I'm finna come smack you.
Hey, Duncan Robinson been getting smacked lately then, because that man,
like,
been buns, my boy.
I'm finna come smack. Yeah, bro. I don't know.
He been getting smacked a lot lately.
Max Strus making that man look real expendable right now, bro. Man, you can't get tough with everybody, especially down. This is not 06, this is 2022. He a lot older now. But bro, he the veteran voice in that locker room. A lot of people don't get that. Like,
no, you need that. Yeah, you need that. Like, I love what UD did. You do have to get tough with Jimmy in that situation. And you know why? And I'm gonna be real with you. When Spo went after him, I feel like UD told him to go after him. Because that's the language Jimmy Butler understands. Yeah, I remember what they said.
That's all they understand, bro. Like, you can't be and it's all about holding people accountable. Like, Tyronn Lue even did it to LeBron. LeBron, hey, bro, this is what you. Man, if you don't sit down and let me.
Bruh, you can't be cussing the coach. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not acceptable. And so I like the UD stepped up. I really did, bro. And I feel like UD got in his ear and was like, hey, you want to play better these next 10? I bet you Jimmy Butler got a battery in his pack the next 10 games. Go off.
Oh, no, yeah. He's going to be playing pissed off.
He's going to be playing pissed off, dog. It might going to be, hey, Spo, go on over there. Tell him he playing like a hoe.
bro, I'm pretty sure that go on in practice all the time. Like,
tell him his mom could back him down and hit 2 over in the way he playing defense right now.
Bro, like legit, he the same person that told Bam. He the same person that told Bam, look, if you don't start taking these mid-range jump shots, because I seen you hit them in practice, but every jump shot you don't take, you owe me $500. You owe me $500. Like.
And you know he gonna try to run a fade again. Now the thing is, who you got in the fight though? Real talk. Who you got in the fight though? Everybody was saying like Jimmy Butler got that. He younger. Hey, UD scary, bro.
We talking street or just?
I'm talking right there on the sideline. Say it blow up for real. Some hands are thrown. Who you got in the fight on?
UD from the streets. I got UD. UD from the street.
Jimmy is legitimately from the streets. That man was homeless for a few times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true. It's tough. It's tough.
Like, I ain't giving Jimmy to watch. What's UD? UD 6'8"?
6'8".
6'9", something like that. He not that much bigger then Jesus, McSeason, relax, brother. He's not that much bigger than Jimmy. Jimmy's 6'6". You know what I'm saying?
What's up, Jimmy? What are you talking about?
I'm just, I don't know, dog. I might go UD in that, but I don't think it's that close. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dudes that's NBA tough. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah,
that's
but Jimmy not
I give
NBA tough. Hey,
I give you that crucial. Oh, UD got
he
that OG streak.
he told TJ Warren, hey, bro, you come meet me in the back. You can come meet me in the back. He said, bro. He said, hey, you say some.
I'm surprised they didn't put UD in that game.
Nah.
Hey, by the way, did you see who was holding them back?
Who was holding who back?
Did you see who was holding UD back out there? Markeith, this might not be the spot for you, bro.
Man, look.
This might not be the spot for you.
Right,
altercations don't seem to be your strong suit.
He was having flashbacks. Somebody should have did. Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? Altercations don't seem to be your strong suit, my boy. You might want to get up out of there.
What are you doing?
Hey, UD only 6'8", bro. UD 6'8". Jimmy
6'7".
I don't know, bro. Like, it might not be a wash.
But see, if okay, this the thing.
He was talking like UD gonna wash him.
Wash? Nah.
I don't think UD gonna wash him.
He not gonna wash him.
I bet money they went back after that game.
Jimmy absolutely done gotten into something where it's just like, all right, you could definitely come see me in the back if you really trying to get in like that.
Hey, this is my thing, right? How confident are you that they went into the back and fought after that game was over? Like, I fully think they was throwing hands in the locker room.
Bro, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you, because listening like to the Pat Riley stories that like UD was telling when he be on the pod, them like absolutely like, all right, fine. I'm gonna get y'all 5 minutes to do what y'all want to do. I bet.
You know what I'm saying? You got beef? Handle that real quick.
Hey, it immediately turned into hockey. You trying to go? What's up?
You giving them a 5-minute major, dog.
Hey, bro, what's to it? Like, hey, look, we don't need none of this. What's up? Like, bro. They definitely ran the fade. They definitely ran the fade.
I fully, like, I saw that and I was like, when the game ended and they like just quickly went to the back, I was like, oh, they finna scrap. Somebody get the cameras, follow that. Somebody missed an opportunity on that. I was like, oh, they finna scrap. I just know. I know they got in the back and just started throwing them things. Like, immediately, just like, hey, what's going on, man? Yep. Oh, we'll be in the press in a minute. Yep.
Right. Nah. I mean, I definitely, because it's not a lot of
Jimmy
teams
first
that's
UD
allowing
at
that.
WrestleMania.
Yeah. And it's not like it's not a lot of teams
style.
that's allowing that. And then, like I said, if you go back and actually listen to the stories that the Mugs tell, when Mugs is in the back, even Pat Riley, bro, like, bro, that man, bro, the stories that they were telling about Pat Riley, I fully expected that they had to scrap. Once the game was already scrapped, they definitely scrapped.
They was definitely throwing them things, man. I love it though. I love it though. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would not be surprised if the Heat win 8 straight. It would not surprise me at all if the Heat go out and they win 8 straight, just because they all pissed off, man. Question to the chat again. Appreciate y'all. First things first. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. Trying to get better at reminding people about doing that, man. People be forgetting. It's all good though. Shoot. Big love to you. I feel like we kind of had this conversation yesterday, but we didn't get in depth with it. When you're looking at this Boston team and what they can do, they dominated last night. I think they trailed for all of a second and a half last night versus the Jazz, which the Jazz I have no belief in any way.
Bro, I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on that trade because I don't know.
What team is the Jazz equivalent to, bro?
Fam, this the thing. The Jazz, I don't know. They play so up and down. It's just like,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like on a like if the Jazz play Boston tomorrow, they might win 125-97. But if the Jazz play, Steve-O said Kyle Lowry definitely got the video. Portland, that's a good comparison. The Jazz remind me of the Portland Trailblazers. But you know what? No, because Portland would always be like at the top and let us down. Like the Jazz are like 4. Like I feel like the Jazz should be 4. The Jazz are the Hawks.
The thing about it is
to me are Portland.
The thing about it is too, the Jazz are a 4, but they feel like a 6.
Man, I would say lower than that, bro. The
Like,
Jazz feel like
the Jazz are a 4, but they either
scrappy
feel like a 6
seed.
or a 7. I'm not gonna lie.
The Jazz feel like a scrappy 7 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying. But looking at this Boston team, dog, honestly, like how much do you put in stock in this Boston team? How far do you think they can go to the playoffs? If the Bulls run up against them, do you expect the Bulls to come out of that series with a dub?
I'm not gonna
Jazz
lie. Boston is the only team that I feel like I don't want the Bulls to play because I don't think that right now, because they just have the ability to do it, but they have not shown it. After this All-Star break, they're not beating them. I think it goes 6, and I think Boston comes out with it just because. I mean, it's like I said yesterday. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown stop playing in the crowd. You know they actually it took them a little minute, but they've actually bought into what Udoka has been telling them. You know, Marcus Smart has been absolutely balling. Tice is actually getting ticked now. So it's like that they're legitimately doing everything that they need to do. And it's like you talked about Memphis, but you know Boston is absolutely doing the same thing that they're doing on the string as well. I mean, I hate that it happened this late, but now
I mean, this is the right time for it to happen, though.
You said what?
I said this is the right time for it to happen.
It's definitely the right time for it to happen. And then the thing about it too is I think that if I'm looking at it, I'll say maybe ECF. I don't want to go that far. Maybe ECF second. They go to the second round. Whoever they play, it goes 7.
Yeah.
Some type of deal like that. I mean, they actually hooping right now, and I love it.
To me, the interesting thing with Boston, right, is like I look at this roster, and I'm sorry. Boston is a point guard away from being successful to me in the playoffs. Marcus Smart is solid, but for them to come into this season and not utilize finding a real point guard to lead this team, because essentially right now Jason Tatum's playing point.
Yeah, point forward.
He's playing point forward.
I don't know what happened to Schroeder, bro. Like he got them 6 M's, had a couple good games, and then just was like, all right, I'm cool.
But it's also like, listen, the whole team was playing bad, and they said Schroeder was the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole team was playing bad. Schroeder at this time would be great. But this is the thing, right? Jason Tatum playing point forward, that's not gonna work. When because Jason Tatum got real dudes he got to defend. If they go up against Brooklyn, he's got to guard Kevin Durant. They go up against Milwaukee,
he got to guard Giannis.
You gonna put Robert Williams on Giannis? I ain't doing that. Tatum got to guard Giannis.
And the thing is, when they play them prime teams, like it's always come down. Like even when they played Dallas, like everything came down to the last shot. So I mean, I do agree they need a point, but it's like, okay, if Schroeder didn't work out and we gave him a very, very, very team-friendly contract, it's like, where do we go? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get you, but like to me, it's one of those things like. I'm looking at the effects that happen to a player when he has to play legitimate defense, unless you're just going to let the other guy score.
Hey, and to his credit, I don't want to knock him, but he absolutely has been playing deep. Like, his whole stretch, he absolutely played defense.
No, for sure. He's been playing defense. That's why this team is in a better position. That's why this Celtics team all of a sudden just didn't figure out how to, we can score the basketball again. They've been playing much better defense. But I want to see in a 7-game series, can he run point and get buckets and play defense? That's a lot.
Right.
If he can do that, dog, we talking about if Jason Tatum can handle that load and Jaylen Brown can be the guy that's kind of just defending and scoring, doing what he does. You get Marcus Smart kind of freed up, stuff like that, able to make moves there. Robert Williams is a big piece. If Jason Tatum takes that leap, you could be talking about them in the NBA Finals.
I mean,
I don't know if he
and
takes
the
that
crazy thing is, he was on that. We kind of felt like he was on that trajectory. I mean, if you look at the early success that he had in his career, I mean, they go straight to, he had his little thing, then they go straight to the ECF, and this is the thing that I like. And this is why I just feel like when I watched, because I was talking about it, I think yesterday. When I look at the games, I'm primarily looking for defense.
Yeah.
I'm like primarily looking at defense where everybody's like supposed to be, switches and everything like that. And like I said, to me, like I like that their two best defenders are their wings. Like, because the fact that I can just pass that off and hey, I know that you're not getting past Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum is bought in on defense. You gotta remember, Jason Tatum's actually like 6'10". His wingspan is crazy. Like, and now he's officially bought in. They're locking up. And then after that, you got Robert Williams in the back. Like, they should be able to do this. So I like that their two best defenders are their wing defenders. But I'm looking at it, and it's like you said, where do they go for guard play? Because I feel like when you need to actually facilitate the offense, Marcus Smart is cool. His playmaking is not there.
Marcus Smart, yeah. No, you have that. To me, you got to have Tatum run the point. Right. I think that's the only. You got to have Tatum run the point.
Right.
Like, you don't have a better facilitator on your team at that position. And so to me, like I'm looking at, hey, if he's running the point, if he's the one that's carrying the load, trying to set everybody up, and on top of that, he's got to be a scorer, and on top of that, he's got to be a defender, and he has to be a defender. Can they continue the same thing that they've been doing? And right now, it looks great, right? Right now,
yeah.
Right now, you don't got to play Kevin Durant 7 nights a week.
Mm-hmm.
Right, or for 7 games. Right now, you don't have to match up with Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan for 7 games. Right now, you don't have to match up with Giannis for 7 games.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see what that dynamic is going to be in the playoffs. I really do, dog. I liked it. I'll say this. I like that Boston got it together because I like Ime Udoka. I've been big on, there was a lot of people that were saying they needed to break that team up at the trade deadline. You need to trade Jaylen Brown. You need to move on from one of the two. I've never been on the get rid of talent and it makes you better. And I'm glad that Boston didn't panic and just be like, yes, we need to get rid of these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about when you come together. Unfortunately for the Bulls, right now, we haven't seen that trajectory from the Bulls yet. We haven't seen them come together at the right time like we've seen in Boston here. So, like, I'm looking at that and saying, I'm looking at what Boston doing, and I'm like, it's about when you right. That's how Atlanta got to that point last year.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Atlanta got to that point last year.
But you know what? A team that's very, because we was talking about teams that's similar yesterday. Boston is very similar to Dallas. The problem is Dallas has Jalen Brunson, and that's what you thought Schroeder was going to be, but he wasn't. And that's essentially that's all that is. Essentially, that's all that is. They need, if they get them a Jalen Brunson, then after that, it's so with the way that they play defense, it's over. It's over. Especially if I'm keeping Marcus Smart, it's done.
No, I agree. You need somebody that can take that load when because there's no other option, right? The biggest, like, say you're in a game and you need Jason Tatum to just focus on balling out. You don't have no other option for him. With the Mavericks, there's a couple options. I also think hey, I was looking at Luka. For some reason, I went back yesterday and I was looking at Luka like highlights from the beginning of the year, and then I was looking at like Luka now, and it was really just high. And Luka, what was he doing this offseason, bro?
Oh no, he said on the JJ Redick, bro, he was eating and smoking hookah.
Bro, he was not doing nothing this offseason working out his body. Bro, I was looking at that man.
Bro,
I was like,
he said he came in fat.
Bro, I was looking at that man. I was like, hey, he looked bad, bro. Like he don't look. I mean, he looked James Harden in Houston bad, but he looked like he was like, ooh, I'm tired right now. Why you breathing right now, my boy? Why you breathing with an extra V? You know what I'm saying? You breathing hard, my boy. What's going on with that? Like he legit got to the bucket, did what you dig, made the lay, got it there, and just stood up. It was like, and I was like, we're in the second quarter.
Yeah,
you should be briefing right there. But then like no, I was looking at highlights of him like right now. He looks great. Like he looked like he dropped the weight. He looks like he got more cut. Looks like he's got his wind back in him. That's why they're balling the way they're balling as well. You know what I'm saying? Like that was an interesting one. Looking at Luka to me because I was like, bro, like his whole and dog, it's like him doing that changed Dallas completely. Like him getting back in shape completely changed Dallas. Like you can see, like as the highlights go and as the games go on, and you watch games later in the season and stuff like that. Like the better shape he gets in, the better
they play.
the
better they play.
That man had me dying.
That man said,
"Fam, I'm telling y'all, just go look at the beginning of the season." And how he was looking, and then look at how like the season is played out and stuff like that. And you see like a coincide is like as Luka's body is getting better in shape and he's getting more cut, like they just climb in the seating.
Bro, and the weird part about it is like this team got actual weapons. Like he just around shit like it's him, Brunson, Tim Hardaway. They got a dude off the bench. I keep forgetting buddy name. It's him. Then after that, you got Cleaver. Like Spencer Dinwiddie was like shooting 31% when he was with the Wizards. Now this man can't miss a three.
Hey, listen, I'll tell y'all this right now. I'm so glad Spencer Dinwiddie's getting his opportunity, bro. I wanted him to be a star. I wanted the Bulls to go get him, but I wanted him to be a starter in this
already
NBA.
there.
Huh?
He was already there.
Yeah, shut up.
That's going around a lot.
Hey, fam. Hey, just go watch Jim Boylan talk on NBA TV. That's all you need to know about what happened to him. That is that's a forward, I believe, and he's a small forward. I think that is. What, dog? What you just said?
Huh?
But nah, bro. If we being real, and for some reason no one talks about it, he really needs to be in the MVP conversation, bro.
Oh, Luka. Oh no, absolutely, bro.
I don't get how his name is never brought up.
The games come on at 10:30 though. That's the problem. Like if Jokic was on the Bulls and he was doing this, he's an MVP right now.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Sure, that sounds great, but
you stand up to watch 10:30 game. Like be honest.
Listen. I got YouTube. Denver's games come on at 10:30. I can still go see what Jokic did, and I do. And I know that Jokic is probably a top 2 candidate for MVP. I can look at the Dallas Mavericks game and see that Luka should be a top 5 candidate for MVP.
Hey, fam, I'm not even finna lie to you. Luka, okay. So Luka's averaging 28, 9, 9, 9. 45% from the field, 34% from three. And then he got to steal in a block a game.
Bro.
He got 37 double doubles and 9 triple doubles.
Bro, there's no reason he shouldn't be in MVP conversation, bro.
Oh, and by the way, Dallas is over Denver in the standings.
There's no way he shouldn't be in MVP conversation, bro. I don't get it. I get Dallas
They
isn't
come on at 10:30, bro. At minimum 9.
I mean, yes and no. Like, if they at home, it don't. Dallas is in the central time zone if they at home.
Hold on.
If they away, yes. Actually, I don't know how that works. They might still start the games there. I don't know.
All right, well, okay, so the next couple games they got 7 o'clock, 6:30, 6:36.
Yeah, when they at home, they in the central time zone.
Yeah, yeah. 28, 9, and 9 is crazy, bro. All 45 and 45, 34, and 75, bro. But it's still in the block of game. That's wild.
Fam, these his last 5 games. Now, last night he had a bad game. These his last 5 games. 30, 14, and 6, 37, 9, and 9, 17, 7, and 10, 37, 4, and 3, 15, 6, and 10. Last night he had a bad game, 15, 6, and 10. Shot awful. 5 for 17, 3 for 11 from the 3. They still won by 20.
Damn, like.
He don't even get the love to be in the and I'm not saying he should win it. Listen, I still think I've still got Joker. I've still got to me, I think Giannis needs to be in the conversation as well. I'd still have Giannis.
I'm gonna say Giannis so Ken don't come after me.
You said what?
I said I'm gonna say Giannis so Ken don't come after me. You know, any type of conversation, Giannis got to be in it. So I can't.
Ken always ready for it. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those where it's like. It's one of those where it's like, dog.
Giannis is a better shooter. Giannis is a better shooter.
It's just one of those where it's like, dog. Like I don't understand how he's not in the conversation. Like that's disrespectful.
Dog, hey, that is wild. Hey, kid, that's absolutely right. His bad games is Lonzo average.
It's not wild. That's okay. Yeah, it is.
Bro, that's disrespectful. Some
like
of your favorite players best year.
Your favorite player best year is your favorite player's best year is my down year.
Damn. Oh my God.
Like if we're looking at this for real, dog, like it's mind blowing to me. I was looking at him. I was looking at just looking at his highlights yesterday, bro, and I was like, fam, how's he not in the MVP conversation? How's he not higher up in this thing, man?
But Dirk wasn't getting love like that though.
But it's weird. You know what? But I can almost excuse Dirk not getting love like that because of the time that it is. Like early 2000s, like if I got my option between a Los Angeles Lakers game or putting a Dallas Mavericks game on TV, guess what I'm going to put on the TV? The Los Angeles Lakers. And guess what ESPN was picking? The Los Angeles Lakers.
Hey, dog, I'm sorry, bro. For this man's career, he's a 26-point per game scorer, bro.
Bro,
like,
he came in averaging what LeBron was putting up.
26, 9, and 8 is his career average. And he's only 4 years in, bro. Like, fam, his first season, 21 points. Second season, 28. First season, 21. Second season, 29. Second season, 28. 28 and then 28. Like, come on, man. Like, this man basically been averaging a triple double since his rookie season.
So, little update here for tonight's game. DeMar DeRozan will not play tonight. He's got a left abductor strain. He will not go tonight versus the New Orleans Pelicans. I still feel good about this game.
I
still feel good about this game. We'll be live for this game as well.
Sid Zach too.
You said what?
I said Sid Zach too. I feel like
I'm okay with Zach going tonight if Zach wants to go. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, he's 70%. If he's not getting worse, okay, he's gonna be 70% no matter what. Fam, the fact that there's a Marko Simonovic tweet on my timeline right now. Chicago Bulls center Marko Simonovic has played 25 games so far this season for the Windy City Bulls, and they're averaging 17 and 10. But no, I got tonight as a dub, even without what's his name in the DeMar in the lineup, because no Ingram.
No, I feel that.
No Ingram makes a big difference. Now, how do you structure the lineup tonight? Do you put P. Will back into the starting lineup?
For this game, yeah. I'll put P. Will back into the starting lineup, let him get some run. I'll boost his minutes up from, I'd say, like, because last two games been playing 20, I'll say give him 27.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, I'll put P. Will in there. See how that goes with Alex, Zach, and P. Will, and then you go from there. But nah, it was good sitting them. I would actually sit in these next three games. Like after that Cavs game, that Knicks and Wizards game, I'm sitting DeMar too.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd sit him extended amount of time unless he's actually injured. You know what I'm saying? But like tonight, I come into tonight and I'm looking at what we have on the team and what the Bulls can do. I get that we need these wins. I get that we want these wins. I get that we have to have, but it's not at the like if you get into the playoffs and your main player is exhausted and beat up, what's that gonna do for you? How's that put you in a position to be successful? You know what I'm saying? Like that's always my biggest thing with it. Like you want to keep in mind what's happening now, but you also want to have that view of the long-term success. To me, your long-term success comes from having guys ready to go into playoffs. We've seen what having those exhausted guys going into the playoffs will do to you. We've seen that. You get in the playoffs, oh, we're ready to go. Here we go. Let's go. Tom Thibodeau's run them half the hell. Now they sitting there exhausted. They can't breathe no more. You know what I'm saying?
And what's that SpongeBob meme with his hand on the rock?
Yeah, that's exactly how the Bulls be looking in the playoffs, bro. And that's why I said, like, I'm fine with DeMar not playing tonight. That's okay. You have to find time to get your stars rest. You have to. And we haven't found time to get DeMar rest because we've had so many up and down injuries. We've had so many, like, legitimately, it's weird because it's like sometimes we don't look at these mugs like human beings. Like, hey, they're people. They get tired. They get hurt.
I hate when we do that, dog, because it's like we look at athletes like commodities, and it just like makes me like super just like, why do we do that? Like I remember Odell like talking about it like a couple years back on an interview when he was doing all the dancing, and mugs don't even like ask for autographs; they just want to see the man dance.
Yeah,
like he's like, hey, bro, like I'm not a monkey, like. I don't know. The message he legit said that on the interview.
I was like, dang, dog, that was a hard stretch.
No, he was interviewing. It was him and Cam.
Yeah,
it was him and Cam, and it was like around the whole big COVID, like you coming back, you're not coming back, playing. Yeah, it was an interview with him and Cam, but I don't know, bro. It's weird, man. It's weird. Must get tired.
It's just society today. It's like we were talking about yesterday with how people run up to these players and stuff like that. Like, bro, if y'all don't stop acting like these ain't real people and they won't put hands on you. You know what I'm saying? Like people are weird, dog. People are weird people. The one thing we do got to worry about tonight is CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum been balling since he's gotten down to New Orleans, man. Hasn't really had a game under 20 points since he's been down there. I think he's had multiple games above 20 points. Last game out versus Charlotte for CJ, he had 27.6 assists. 10 for 19, 3 for 7 from the three-point line. And CJ McCollum is somebody that has definitely burnt us before. Last game versus us, 29, 5 and 4 on 13 for 23 shooting. He did shoot 2 for 7 from the three-point line. But here go, kid. Kid, Kobe don't show up. Trade him. Kobe wait in a second.
Hey, every time he's out here, Kobe have a good game.
Hey, listen, I hope Kobe has a good game. You know what I'm saying? I hope that Kobe's able to finally get in the right direction. Like, I'm not even worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Kobe, I said this on NBA. I said this on the Dig. I don't know. I didn't say it. I think I said it offline. But either way, Kobe White is like when your parents get divorced. Or Kobe White is like when you divorce your wife, but your kid looks exactly like your wife. So every time you look at him, you think of the pain that caused you. Yeah, what I'm saying? So, like, every time you look at Kobe White, he was like 4th overall pick. And it's like, yeah, but the people that made that mistake ain't here no more. 4th overall pick. Or 7th overall pick, my bad. Yeah, but Gar Paxson and or Gar Foreman, John Paxson ain't here no more. 7th overall pick, bro. Can't take it. Get him out of town. Like, yeah, but he nice scorer off the bench. 7th overall pick, bro. He should be better. I get it, but I'm still saying, you know, like, you know,
bro.
Yeah, I mean, like, ugh.
Bro, it just hurt my soul because I was like, bro, they definitely need to draft Kobe because, like, bro, he was such a bucket in college. It don't make sense, bro. And he used to be dropping mugs off. And this is ridiculous. Like, this man sometimes
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I've ever looked at Kobe White's college highlights.
You said what?
I said I don't think I've ever looked at Kobe White's college
highlights. Not. I used to watch like full games, bro. This is when they had like North Carolina on ESPN, like heavy. Cause like Duke, it was a year where like Duke just wasn't messing around. So it was like, hey, we finna switch to North Carolina. That man was absolutely a bucket, and it's just like he forgot how to play basketball completely.
Yeah, well, hopefully he'll be able to get it back together. You know what I'm saying? Sarah. I don't know, all that good stuff. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. Appreciate the love you guys show. Appreciate y'all for showing love to the show as always. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, man. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. It's the only channel that's talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talks. If we have any breaking news, we'll hop back on this mug, man. And if we have any, hopefully we get a Ryan Bates signing today. And yeah, I'm saying OJ Mayo was a bucket. OJ Mayo was a bucket in the NBA too.
Yeah, no, OJ Mayo was a bucket in the NBA.
Comparison. OJ Mayo was dropping mugs off in the NBA. But no, man, I appreciate y'all for showing love as always, man. It's your boy Pat the Designer, joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Stefan the Don. Hey, Chicago, y'all stay safe out there, man.